Okay, welcome everybody. We're going live here with FT8. This is the ham radio amateur band at 40 meters, 70.074 megahertz on the radio. We're calling CQ. Not a whole lot of people on. Well, there are a lot of people on tonight. Let's see if anyone answers us. And we are getting out in the world. This is the PSK reporter. It shows where our signal's being picked up. We're over here. We're going all the way to Europe and out to the West Coast and down into South America. So, see what happens. It looks like somebody is on our same frequency that we're calling CQ. I think we're going to have to switch somewhere else. Maybe up here. So what we're doing is we're calling CQ right up here, and we'll see if anybody comes back to us. See all the activity here down here in the middle, all this red. Somebody's really putting out some high wattage here. Try to move it down here a little bit. We are definitely getting out there. But this doesn't work. Maybe we'll try answering somebody You can see them popping up. There's not too many people actually calling CQ. It's kind of strange. There are people on tonight. The 40 meters here. I don't know if I can go over that. This goes away. There are 331 people transmitting. And what we'll do is try to answer one of these other people calling CQ. And turn off the transmit, and we'll switch over to trying to answer somebody. Oh, look at that. Finally had an answer from somebody. This station is in Italy, so we have Italy. It's a little cut off. Sorry, I can't see it, but IX1 EJZ in Italy, which is 6,400 kilometers away from us here in Delaware. So he responded with his grid square, and I'm trying to send back his signal report, and I need to get a signal report back from him, which we're not getting. So this may not work. And we are getting out to Italy, so he's just not hearing us. Give it a couple more tries here. Maybe we'll switch to a different part of the band and start calling CQ again. So you can see how the band is all segregated into little 50 hertz segments here. So there's a whole mess of people using the same frequency at the same time. We're just using a little chunk of it. Let's probably, dozens of people get on here at once. Should make this a little bigger so you can see. Every time that transmit light comes on, it means we're sending out a signal on our Icom IC-730. And somebody else is on our frequency here talking to somebody else. So we're going to take a break. Calling CQ. Let's see if we can get this guy here in is it Mississippi? So we're transmitting our grid square to him. This is all part of the FT8 exchange. Now we have a whole mess of new people calling CQ. I think we may switch over to one of them here. See if we can get a quick contact. Well, this guy's way up at the upper side of the band down here. 2559, and he looks like it's not showing up down here. So this is JTAlert, which kind of shows you some of the people that are on right now. Oh, okay, he heard us. He just sent us back a -3, and we're sending back him a -12. Not sure what state he's in. And we got the log. So he sent us back a report received 73, and we're sending back a 73, and we're going to log it in the system. There's our first contact of the night. That was KM4DY. Well, looks like JTAlert's just crashed. We'll see. So that last contact was in Florida. Broward County, Florida. I'm going to restart JTAlert right here. I'm doing that. Let's try to contact somebody else. I think we may actually have to restart WSJT-X because this is not changing up here. Oh, there we go. So here's a whole mess of people. France, that's a guy we had contact with before. Let's try Whiskey 8 Foxtrot Juliet. Oh, somebody else. So somebody else tries at the same time, then you get kicked off. Let's try this one. Whiskey 6 Golf Alpha Tango. He's in Florida too, so we can probably hit him. We are still getting out somewhat. So these are all stations that have heard us and reported back using their software. I do the same thing. Signals I hear gets reported back through the internet. We are still using the actual radio to do our exchanges, but the internet is kind of giving us some more stuff to look at to let us know where we're how we're doing. I don't think he can hear us. I'm gonna go check the level of the audio input. Oh, here, he's coming back now. I'll make sure we're... So there's an audio interface on top of the radio that you can't see, and that is connected with the USB cable to the computer. So the computer is transmitting audio or signals into that box, which is converting it into audio signals into the microphone input of the radio, and it's listening via it's hooked into the speaker jack in the back of the radio, so it can encode and decode these audio signals back and forth between the computer. And I don't think we're getting them. don't think he's hearing us. Now we are getting down on the floor in the last 2 minutes, so this is kind of like the last time your signal was heard or received. Turn off our transmit for a sec. There's a guy in Spain. We're not really getting out into Spain right now. Let's try somebody else in the US here. Here's N8. He is in Ohio, it looks like, so he should be able to hear us. We've been getting into Ohio here. It's not too far away from us. 800 kilometers. There we go. He heard us. Now he's sending us, he's sending his report. We're sending him his signal report. He's a +3. We're a -6. And there we go. So we got the log. This automatically logs it into the log on WSJT-X. And then JTAlert I have set up to go right into QRZ, QRZ.com. And that way they can confirm it if they're on there. So that was November 8th. Mike Romeo Bravo in Ohio. Let's see if we can. Here's an interesting call sign. W5 Whiskey 5 Lima. Not sure where he is. Whiskey 5 Lima is in Louisiana, it looks like. So, should be able to hear us. Oh, it's a special events station. Oh, commemorating the Louisiana Purchase. They're running from April 25th through May. Maybe I can move this over here so you can see. Oops, I want to do that. It's a special events from April 25th to May 3rd. So I guess they just actually started because today's April 24th. So this is new. Doesn't look like they're actually hearing us, but it may be because we have a guy in France calling CQ on the same frequency or same segment of the frequency. Just, this is probably not going to work. So what happens here is you can see he's got Louisiana's on, what is that, 2255, and this guy in France is calling on 2245. They're kind of stepping on each other here a little bit, and neither one of them is really gonna hear me. And the guy in France has got a pretty strong signal compared to the other guy. Nope. And he heard me, so let's... see if we can send a report back and see if we can, if he receives the report, and then we got a contact with Whiskey 5 Lima. It was Jim, and he's not hearing us, but maybe he's got some interference in this other station. Oh, he's actually listening down at the... no, I'm listening down there, so... not sure if he's going to hear us or not. I'm kind of surprised he can't hear us, because we are getting out down that way. Oh, there we go. We got it. Whiskey 5 Lima. That's cool. So with that, I think we're probably going to end this stream. That was a cool contact. And we'll try this again. This was mainly a test. It's the first time we've actually gone live with the FT8. So we'll try it again. Make sure you hit the subscribe button that way, and hit the little bell, and that way you'll know when this is happening next. We'll try to make it maybe a weekly thing at least, or every now and then if stuff is going on. Like the video, and make sure you subscribe. So for now, I'm K2RCB Ray in Wilmington, Delaware, live. And everyone stay safe. Take care.